Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode number 12 of Dirty Balls Podcast. We've not started the actual recorded version yet. This is just the video. This is, the 7th time we've started recording the video because these guys don't know how to calm down. Yeah. Jennifer's got some stuff written down over there. I've got my trivia question ready, and it's going to really set up the show well. You guys are going to like how I'm going to do this. So... what are we going to talk about?
Seriously, that was necessary.
Are you ready to start this?
I guess we're ready. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode number 12 of the Dirty Balls Podcast. I'm your host, Ethan Benfield, and I'm right here in beautiful Hickory, North Carolina, with Alan and Jennifer. And we just got done watching one heck of a game at LP Friends Stadium, and we'll get more into that here in a few minutes. But I want to start this podcast off, just like I did last week, with a trivia question. All right, so my trivia question is: everybody got something to write with?
Is it for us?
Yes, it's for you and Ellen.
Sweet.
All right, okay. Then we got a second trivia question for you, the viewers, and you, the listeners. I just pointed at the phone that's recording for y'all that don't know, and whoever answers that correctly will know that they answered it correctly. There's probably not going to be a prize. So, here is my question to you, and it might be a hard one. It's a real humdinger of a difficult question, so here it is. What pitcher is famous for coining the phrase walk-off?
I don't want to play this game.
Jennifer, write down a pitcher. It doesn't have to be anything close to being right.
It's not going to be.
Okay, write down Nolan Ryan.
I was going to write down you, Darvish.
Write down you, Darvish.
Well, that was her guess, so...
That was the only
Okay,
picture
well,
that came to
Jennifer,
mind.
your guess was you, Darvish. That's obviously incorrect
Yeah,
because
obviously.
it's been a saying for a long time now.
Right.
Alan, let's see yours. His answer is
D's nuts. What
Please.
number was he?
Try again. Give me a real answer.
69.
Give me a real answer.
Tom Glavine.
Tom Glavine. Okay, that's also that's a good guess. It's a little bit closer to the time, and that the actual answer is Dennis Eckersley.
Yeah, that was on the tip of my pen.
Never heard of this guy.
Dennis Eckersley came up with the phrase
Who'd he
walk
play
off.
for?
The Athletics.
That was
Oakland.
my guess last
That was your
week.
guess last week, so I thought you might have, I thought you might have had Oakland on the brain. But yeah, so is there possibly any significance to why I asked a question about walk-offs?
I have no idea.
Did we happen to have any walk-offs over the past?
Couple of days?
Willie Adams, last Sunday, didn't he hit a grand slam to walk it off for the Bulls?
He might have.
Or what about
But what about the crawdads?
a runner caught in a rundown, and then we use that as a distraction to get the guy from third home to score the game-winning run?
That sounds exciting.
It was! And we should have won already, but there was a really terrible call, interference. So, whatever that's supposed to mean. Alan, I wasn't really paying attention to the interference call. Do you know what happened?
I do.
We have some inside
We have
information
some
there.
inside information.
Ooh. Okay.
Well, see, what had happened was...
That's never a good way to start.
Now, I don't know how to tell what happened. We hit the ball up towards shortstop, and the umpire didn't move quick enough, and he said that it hit him. We had a runner on
His
third.
foot.
But how does a freaking line drive hit the umpire? Because if it hits off his foot, that would stop its momentum, and it would just gently roll.
That's
so.
exactly what I've been saying. The path of the ball really didn't change. It kept going straight into the outfield. And, it didn't pop up, or drop down, shift, to the left or the right or anyway. It went straight. So, but the umpire said it hit off his foot.
Also, I did not see him react much, and if I took a batted ball off the foot, I'd be jumping around, hollering, and cussing, and he just kind of stood there, which leads me to believe that he was not hit at all.
Right.
Right. Is there
Kids, I just wanted to make sure that they wasn't doing nothing crazy in the background.
The look on his face as he turned around.
I mean, he got nothing but underwear on. But other than
With
that,
that executioner face.
We're recording late again. It's 9 o'clock.
Dirty Balls After Dark
Yeah.
once again, and Chris still hasn't came
Well,
on.
he was still busy working out.
Okay, all right.
So I didn't know you.
I was gonna text him, but then I realized I didn't have his number, even though he gave me his number, and I put it in my phone, and then I forgot to just add him as a contact, and I deleted the number on accident. So, whenever I'll get those tickets one day. So, yeah, we had a couple of pretty famous people. I think two actually, but three. We just kind of assumed the third one. Some famous lineage.
you know what this third one is.
Hey, what's the third one?
I'll get there. Don't
Okay,
worry.
let's do it.
That's not what she said.
For Delmarva, we had Zach Jarrett, the son of 1999 Winston Cup champion Dale Jarrett. And no, that doesn't count as a quarter in the racing bucket because that has to do with baseball. So, and his grandpa, Ned Jarrett, great racer in his own right and great announcer. We also had a Ripken in the game, the son of Cal Ripken
It
Jr.,
was his grandson.
the grandson of Cal Ripken
Yes.
Jr. Does that add up?
I'm sure it does, because it was his grandson.
Okay, all right. Well, the grandson, apparently, of Cal Ripken Jr. Are you sure you're not thinking grandson of Cal Ripken and son of Cal Ripken Jr.?
Cal Ripken Jr.'s grandson. Cal Ripken is old.
Yeah, okay, all right, yeah.
And I
yeah.
don't call him Junior, because, you know.
Well, I mean, his dad played too. So.
Yeah, but still. Who's the most famous Ripken?
Cal Ripken Jr.
Okay, good.
Well,
So,
I
yeah,
mean,
so why do I need to call him Junior?
Okay, you got a good point. Oh, well, anyway, and the third one is one we just made up. We don't know if Will Robertson was actually from the Robertsons that are famous for their duck calls, but we sure did have a fun time assuming that he was. Somebody want to explain that a little bit? Because, I mean, I don't want to do all the talking today.
Why not?
I
What's that
gotta,
guy's name? Will or Willie?
I gotta save my voice. It was Will.
My corners.
It was Will Robertson.
Well, what had happened?
Another one.
You know, we didn't think about it until his last at bat, but you know, we were going danger, Will Robinson, but that was not.
That's
from-
not. That's Robinson, not Robertson.
He's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did
Close enough.
the extremely fun activity of shouting out all the deals you can get at Sheets.
Because he was the Sheets strikeout player of the game.
And Chris had a fun time with that. It actually did seem to work.
Section 110 won some free coupons to Sheets
Yeah,
tonight.
'cause we never win anything.
Speaking of coupons, I don't know. When you went out today, did you get a coupon? Because they had some PDQ coupons they were giving away.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna use it
Why not?
because PDQ is terrible.
Best chicken.
Bland cardboard chicken. Pretty darn queasy. That's PDQ. And I said darn because we agreed before this podcast we were going to make it through one without using foul language.
There's plenty of foul balls tonight.
We never got to the full Robertson story.
But yeah, we had our potluck dinner for the players tonight after the game. That's why we are recording so late. And like one of the first things that Josh told me, he said we had the entire dugout rolling once they figured out what we were doing.
And what were we doing, Jennifer?
And
Well, I mean, I wasn't doing it, but I was enjoying listening to y'all go quack, quack, quack.
why were we doing that?
Duck Dynasty. Didn't we already go over that? Every time Will Robertson. Well, it was
No,
just,
it
that,
was
last time.
We wish we thought of it earlier.
Yeah.
We were some very bad sounding ducks. We weren't very good at it because we didn't have any
Some
actual.
sick duck.
We had bird flu disease.
If do they come back? Does Delmarva come back?
Yes,
Okay, well, I'm getting a duck call for that. If he's still there.
I'm sure he will be.
We've all got to get those duck calls. Oh, and we made another, I don't know if I want to say another friend yet, but we had fun picking on yet another catcher.
Please don't ask me what his name is.
I don't remember
I
either.
don't either.
The wheels are spinning. She's
Nobody
trying.
knows. That hamster fell off. That's Will. It's done.
I
got
feel like
busy.
I was going to say Gene, but
Yeah, it was Gene.
is that right? Because, I mean, we had Gene pitching
Castillo or
tonight.
Carrillo or
So-
something.
Something like that.
Carrillo?
something. It was the evil Corello DeVille.
But he could hit.
Yeah.
He's a good hitter. He's a good offensive guy.
Carrillo.
Could not catch. And now, his inability to catch is what ended up, giving us the win. Or it might have been a high throw. It might have been both. But that's the coolest. I'm not gonna say the cool because home run is a cool walk off, but definitely the whole trick base running thing. Like, how'd they not see that coming?
Josh said they didn't plan it that way, so it just happened, and it worked. Run down on first to second, and we had a guy on third.
But when there's one out and there's a guy on second, and you get him caught in a rundown, who cares about him? Just make sure the guy at third's not going home.
True.
They weren't paying attention to that guy on third, just like I wasn't.
Yeah,
Or else I would have got some pictures of some stuff, and I was just watching the guy
No.
running between first and second.
Del Marva let everybody down.
They didn't
the
let
whole
us
team
down.
They didn't let. Oh, we were.
We were happy.
Hey, that was probably the most excited I've ever seen the whole section at once on a walk off. Everybody was jumping around and high fiving and doing the yes chant. And Garrett hugged me so hard I almost fell over. He runs up and just wraps me in a hug, and I almost completely fall over because I wasn't expecting it. And so yeah, we were all happy.
Good times. And we
Good
finally
game.
went back in the win column. So
Where does that put us at now? Do you know?
yeah, we're still last. We're
We're
next,
not
to
last.
next to last.
I meant record-wise.
Oh, I have no idea what the record. But it was just good actually beating the first place team again.
It was good actually having you and the whole family and Chris and Daniel, because I went to a few games this week that were just oddly quiet.
That's because we all have real jobs. And we can't, just go to day games.
Oh well.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to go to a day game on the 15th?
Yeah.
Of May.
Yeah, because that's, my day off.
And
Anything other significant about that day?
something
I think
about
it's, George Brett's birthday.
something about a 37 or a 38.
Emmitt Smith wasn't it, but it's his birthday too.
37.
37.
John Smoltz' birthday.
You're just making.
Oh wait, no, I'm not.
Oh really? Okay.
Wait a minute. There's one more. Oh, it's my birthday.
It's his birthday. All right, the big 37, one of the most prestigious birthdays there is. You made it when you're 37.
Well, okay then. Speaking of birthdays, you know whose birthday it is today?
Chase Volo?
No,
When is Chase's birthday?
I'm not sure.
That's a good question.
But you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to be the first one to do it today. Dale Earnhardt, baby! Woo!
Oh, I saw that this morning. I thought I was going to be the one to bring that up.
I got it.
And they were.
I asked whose birthday it was. Why didn't you say that?
I saw it this morning. I must have forgot. I don't know why I forgot. I feel like I should have been the one that remembered that. But
Three. I'm holding up 3 fingers. 3 for
I forgot.
Dale.
And they raced at Talladega today, which was,
man.
that was Earnhardt's place. He won there 10 times.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay,
Baseball.
all right, yeah, baseball. Oh, speaking of NASCAR, we had another famous guy. This time we were actually 100% sure of his lineage because, they
He
were
looks
there.
just like him.
And they were there. Zach Jarrett, and we had not as funny as the Quack, but we had something for him too.
Meow. Meow. And he was up for the Golden Sombrero today.
Yep, and he struck out and had to make that hard right turn that his family's not used to making.
But he did have 3 of them, so he had the hat trick.
The hat trick. We had a Golden Sombrero at home this year yet? I don't think we have.
Just that one day game.
It was not at home, was it?
Yeah, it was at home.
Was it?
Well, even I wasn't at that one.
It was against Lexington.
Chase's birthday is August 21st.
Oh, okay. That's right after my sister's birthday. And mine is June 26th. And last year on my birthday, we went to Kannapolis. And we're going to Kannapolis again on Tuesday.
Woo!
Yay! Kannapolis. I might take some video there, but I might not.
There will definitely need to be some video taken there because there's
Hopefully there will be some fun stuff.
Fun stuff is going to happen if the man comes through with his word. And I have been waiting for this since opening day in Greensboro.
Wait, what? Who? What?
Yeah.
There's no.
Does this go back to the Twitter thing?
Told. Yep.
Yep. It has something to do. It has something to do with the bet, and it's just something that's never been done. I don't know of any sporting event.
Well, elaborate, please.
I really don't want to give it away. I just want you to come out there and see.
We don't want anybody disappointed if.
In case he doesn't come through. But,
Okay. All right.
you know.
Well,
But come out and let's have some fun. And if it happens, you are going to laugh your butt off.
after we're done recording, you guys are good because I kind of forgot. So that's why I was asking for you to elaborate.
Somebody is supposed to be getting dropped by somebody else.
Oh wow, that's quite the teaser.
And again, it has to do with the bet that the Crawdads and the Intimidators and I have put together.
Maybe you can give us some background on the bet because I'm totally lost right now.
Well, what had happened?
I remember when this started, but I don't remember anything right
The
now.
bet is we play each other 10 times before the All-Star break.
Yeah.
Whoever wins the most out of these 10 games after the break, the loser has to wear the mascot has to wear the winner's jersey into the next opener.
I knew that, but
Then what is your question?
if this has to do with the bet, and the bet doesn't get paid off until after the All-Star
What
break?
does the bet have to do with?
Because that's what we were talking about.
Yeah,
was
what's
the
the bet
bet
have to do with? Who's
with?
doing what?
Who's involved in the bets?
The Crawdads, the Intimidators.
Jesus, you're slow. Yes. What about the Crawdads and the Intimidators? What two things are involved in the bet?
They're mascots.
There you go.
There you go.
But the bet doesn't get paid off until after the All-Star
Kansas
break.
and your Kansas.
Oh my God! If the bet does not get paid off until after the All-Star break, then what is there?
Okay, Mr. Wrestler, don't you gotta have some build up to the main event?
Yes.
Okay. You gotta have
This
some
is like your press conference.
You gotta have
for
some
like
trash
the event.
talking. You gotta have some pushing and shoving.
Okay, so we're cutting the promo right now. We got
Yeah.
Steve Austin's out there with the mic. He's
Right.
going, what? All right, okay, all right, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Tuesday
So-
night is your press conference between your two
Okay.
people that are involved.
All right, okay. So
There you go.
Tuesday's the beginning of the storm here. All right.
Right.
Okay. I was slow on
Yeah,
that.
I'm sure nobody is like, what in the world is going on here? Just as much. But just come out Tuesday night. And
Okay.
Let's have some fun and
The first leg of the bet will begin.
Exactly.
All right.
As long as we keep playing like we're playing, hey, Timmy Gator, get that Crawdad jersey ready, buddy.
As long as we've been playing like we've been playing on a few select games.
Well, we've been playing good. It's just,
They've been playing better.
yeah, and umpires.
Oh goodness.
Umpires so.
You know, that whole interference wasn't even the majority of the bad calls today. Because I mean, its strike zone was weird. Because I mean, they'd be calling low strikes, but then they'd be not calling low strikes, even though they're in pretty much the same place. And it wasn't high, but that low zone was just weird. Because it'd be. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. Oscar Gamble.
But our breaking information.
Do.
The umps were so bad that they decided they weren't going to feed them tonight. They had to come up there to the potluck with the players and beg for food.
They did?
In a way.
Okay, tell me about this.
Jennifer
I
made it
stretched
sound-
that a little
Yeah,
bit.
it made
So-
it sound-
I guess since I'm not part of the connection, I don't get to come to these potlucks, but
No.
I've heard that they're pretty fun, and I
There's
feel
some
like
crazy stuff going on.
I feel like I can be a guest at one.
No, I tried.
All right.
You're not family.
Okay.
But
I mean, I'm not connection. Call it connection. I
anyway, the roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse, delicious.
I like him rolls.
Oh, them
Yeah,
rolls.
Yes. The clubhouse manager did not order food for the players tonight because we had the dinner after the game. So therefore, nobody ate. So therefore, the umpires who usually go in with the food that the players eat, they didn't have anything to eat in the clubhouse. So the clubhouse manager said if they were hungry, they would have to come up and eat with us.
Have to.
So
Or just go to the, like 100 restaurants in Hickory.
True. They got paid off enough that they could afford something nice. But anyway.
We saw these two goobers walking across the field in some bright colored shirts.
It wasn't bright. They were
Yeah,
just
it was like a flamingo salmon. I don't know what that one color was.
on the green field with
You don't
those
like the
shirts.
way I say anything, do you?
Do you?
Spokanes. Spokane.
Spokane.
Potato,
Spokane.
tomato, tomato.
Yeah, but okay, but that Spokane and Spokane, that's not the same thing because nobody else ever but you says Spokane. It's Spokane. I mean, we have any listeners out there in Spokane or Spokane? Settle this for us, please. We probably don't. I know we don't.
Whatever.
What were we talking about?
The umpires.
The umpires in their salmon.
Are you sure it's not the umpirees, Jennifer?
Maybe I'll start calling them that.
Salmon. Oh my God.
Umpirees is like putting referees and umpires together.
Well, that's what Tim does.
Umpirees. That's what we're calling from now on. There you go. Kind of like out there on the hockey, on the ice. That's the.
You mean the ice tractor? Yeah.
Yeah. I was about to call it a hockey field.
I called it a field in one of my YouTube videos. It's alright.
I corrected it.
But one time she called a Zamboni an ice tractor.
I think that's a cute name for it.
And then, in icing.
Frosting.
We call it frosting. Anyway, back
to the umpires. Umpirees.
They came up and had dinner with us, but they were scared because they wasn't supposed to be and they knew it. Well,
and
the umpires found Chris while they were up there getting
the
food.
Mega Man himself.
And how they not notice? Did they notice you?
No, they didn't notice
We were
me.
sitting in the lower level of the picnic area.
Okay,
So I don't think they saw us.
They went up to Chris and told them that they had fun tonight. And that,
The whole series, they had a good time.
Yeah, the whole series that they had a good time. They loved the ball, the Little League foul ball and the Major League foul ball chants. And they loved the eye chart that says umpires suck on it or something like that. They said they thought that. They said that that they thought it was hilarious.
Well, we didn't make it.
Yeah, we did.
That wasn't out loud.
Yeah, and so.
No.
And then Chris got clarification on the interference call, and the umpire said it hit him in the foot. So, but.
Which I guess, who cares anymore? We still won.
Yeah. But thank God we didn't lose by
If we'd have lost,
that would have.
they would have not been able to show their faces at dinner.
Or if we would have went into extra innings.
Yeah, they would have been some hungry umpires in Hickory right now. I'm telling you right now.
I'm telling you.
So.
And that's a fact.
Jack.
Yeah.
Brother.
To bring it back last week was wrestling. This week is Duck Dynasty. I don't have as many references because I've only seen like 4 or 5 episodes of that, not the whole thing like a lot of people, but you get enough in 4 or 5 episodes to really know what it's all about.
And you see those T-shirts. People wear the T-shirts have most of the catchphrases on them. So
you know how I feel about T-shirts with catchphrases. Go back to episode 1 for that.
Specific stuff. We gotta get your birthday shirt ordered for you.
Oh, yeah, we do. We need to get
How much are you gonna get that custom made with just a ridiculous amount of stuff on it?
It's just gonna be like an
so many different fonts and font sizes.
colors, words.
It can all be one color.
Make it to where you can't even read it. It's just so
small.
much. It's just like an 8-point
So
font.
small. That's what she said.
That'll be a good conversation piece.
Or I could just send you one of my papers that I've written for school, and you just print out the whole a 6-page paper on the back of a shirt with all the MLA formation sites and stuff. You just put the whole thing on there. I think that'd be fun. Put the Apple terms and conditions on the back of it. Or one time I saw one of those shirts that I liked one time, and it said. It was in real small print. It said, by the time you're finished reading this, you will have realized that it doesn't say anything cool at all, and you've wasted your time reading my shirt. And I thought that was funny.
Because it's accurate?
Yeah. That's what they all should say.
You got nothing? Why did you didn't come with anything? I don't know.
I mean, you were sitting in the
that.
back
I
of your
should be
truck
used to this.
in a lawn chair waiting on us to get home, and you couldn't be Googling something to talk about?
Well, I was racking my brain trying to come up with an appropriate trivia question so I could launch into talking about the walk-off, and that pretty much took most of my time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Stuff we do for you 2 fans.
I said probably 5. We can probably claim 5. 5 people listen to this.
Oh, yeah, 5.
What are you frantically over there searching for, Jim?
3 of them.
I was trying to look for Will Robertson's lineage.
Did you look at Will Robertson? Okay, yeah, all right.
I mean, I haven't come up with anything yet.
Nothing yet. I'm sure lots of people are wondering that same thing.
Other than people also search for Duck Dynasty cast.
Okay, if anybody from Duck Dynasty is out there watching,
I'm sure they are.
the hot one, what was her name?
Sadie?
Sadie, yeah. Sadie, if you're out there watching,
That was a hot one.
yeah, Sadie.
Okay, shows you how much I watched it.
She's young. So you shouldn't know.
I was young too at the time, but she's
Right.
grown up. What's she now? 18, 19? Probably. I don't know.
Wasn't she on Dancing with the Stars?
Sure. I guess I've watched 4 or 5 episodes
She
of
was
Duck
in
Dynasty.
one Hallmark movie.
I've watched 0 episodes of Dancing with the Stars.
I got a little sun today and my arm feels warm.
Oh, I'm sunburnt like a crawdad because they're red, and it was red out day, and I didn't wear any red. We got promotions for next week.
Yeah, man.
You want to
No,
talk
not
about
next week because we're not home next week.
it?
Still, you still go over what.
I know.
That's why we know
What
about
happened?
Two
That's
Buck,
ABC,
ABC.
$2, $2
I mean, that's pretty much
Monday.
at the end. So you were saying we're done?
Well, no,
No, we're
yet.
not done. We're only 22 minutes in.
I mean, we knew it was going to be a short one because.
That's what she said.
But yeah, because we didn't really have much prepared to talk about because not a lot's going on this week, or not a lot that they've been at. I'm trying to think of anything interesting from the day games I was at.
I mean, Monday it rained, Tuesday it rained, Tuesday it rained. However, we did end up going to Kickback Jack's where they have music bingo, and that was super awesome. Not Ethan. We went with Seashell,
Conch shell.
Puka Shell,
Whatever. I went.
Fudge Packer, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, fudge packers.
I went and ate dinner with my sister on Tuesday. So
Okay,
Y'all
but
can have your
music
Kickback
bingo. It's not about the food, man.
what's music bingo?
They play a little bit of a song, and you
Oh,
take
that
your
sounds-
bingo dauber and you mark your.
That sounds fun.
It
Well,
is.
sounds
From
like-
now on,
Hey, look.
Tuesdays, when there's not a game interfering, we're going to go.
Interfering. Yeah. All right. Well, invite me to the
There.
next
No,
one.
that needs to be part of the title.
Well, actually, y'all did invite me on Tuesday, and I said I already ate. So, so thanks, but next time I'll make sure to not eat on Tuesday.
Tuesdays at 7:30.
No, I'm not really a big fan of Kickback Jacks, or maybe it was just what I got last time I went. I'll try
But
something
you
new
like
next time.
the
Maybe you were.
Canadian girl.
Oh,
I was going to say, maybe you were scarred because
Yeah,
that waitress that we left your
super-
number for
that-
in crayon didn't give you a
That
call.
super pretty Canadian waitress in the Drew Brees jersey from that one time. Yeah.
Yeah, hey.
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 Ours-
Lucas did not let up on the
Is-
poutine jokes for a good few weeks after that.
Need some good poutine.
Ah, yes, poutine.
What
Well,
were we talking about?
this week, how much nothing happened.
Oh, yeah. Monday, Tuesday were postponed.
Hey, some weeks be like that. They don't think some weeks be like they are, but they do.
But they do. But
But
Wednesday was a doubleheader. You went to that?
yes, I did. I
Both
went
of
to
them?
both games. Yeah, we won one and lost one.
Yep.
And not a lot of interesting stuff happened. I was in section 108 all by myself.
And Thursday. Was Thursday a night game?
Thursday was a doubleheader.
Thursday was a doubleheader.
And
they only
Thursday
played one
wasn't
game.
Yeah, me and Josh
Oh, that's
watched
right.
game 1 together, and then I left, and he stayed for a while. And I'm like, "Dude, you don't have to, we're not playing a second game," but he still stayed for a while afterwards and got poured on.
Yeah, we got there and did we go?
No.
No, we didn't go. We went Tuesday when it rained and we went to
Right.
Kickback Jacks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then I ended up going to dinner with my mom that night because I felt guilty about going with my sister and not ordering anything for my mom, who was at home. And so, yeah.
All
But
along.
the only other news that I have for this week, like I said, Willie Adams had a grand slam Sunday, and then Monday he hit for the cycle. And it's the first time that someone has ever hit for the cycle where the home of the Durham Bulls. So, but other than that, that's all.
He got the cycle, right?
Yeah, he
Really?
he
And they
hit a
could've-
home run to complete the cycle. So,
That could have been next week's trivia question, but you just squandered it here.
oh well.
You want to go ahead and break out the fan trivia question?
Sure,
All right, go ahead. You ask it.
but I'm really not sure what the answer is. But okay. What does Del Marva stand for?
That's Del Mar Va.
So yeah, if you know that, leave a comment on the video or on
I mean, that's the name of the city, but it means something else.
right.
Del Mar
Where's that
Va.
name come from?
Where does the name Del Mar Va, and I'm doing it in sections like that
Yeah.
on purpose as a hint, where does that come from?
You hit all you want. Nobody's commenting.
Okay.
Just
We'll just
comment.
tell you next week when none of you
comment on the video or send us a message or leave a message on the
Or leave a message after the tone.
on the podcast, Facebook, Twitter, whatever.
No.
No. So there's 5 extra names in the drawing for the prize.
Message at the tone.
Nobody wants it because nobody shares this stuff.
Nobody shares it, or likes it, or watches it.
We hear people, oh, we watch it, we listen.
We watch it, we listen to it.
And then I ask, well, what happened? Well, I don't know.
Well, which episode did you watch? Oh,
Have we moved into mocking the listeners now? That's what it kind of
The 2 people that listen,
Look, everybody in 108 mocks each other all the time, so we're fine with that.
we pick because we care and we're family.
Yes, and most of us like each other.
Yeah, somewhat kind of like, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm.
We're just gonna let that simmer for a second. Some of us like each other. You know who you are. Okay, alright. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. That was mean.
Chuck Mormon hit a home run on Thursday.
Oh, okay. Cool. What was his chant? Feed me more?
It was Feed Me More, then it started
Who you gonna call?
Who you gonna call?
Chuck Mormon. And that's
it started
a funny story.
in Kannapolis is where that one
And
started.
Canopolis, as Jennifer probably calls it.
Because it was, what was it, movie night? I think horror movie night or something like that.
I don't
And
know.
they played the Ghostbusters theme as he walked up, and Chris was there, and we made that his chant. So.
And remember, next time you're at the Crawdads game and they do the movie trivia, it's Flubber, and then Jurassic Park, then Stuart Little, and then Forrest Gump.
I don't think it's that every time.
Well, it was that 2 times in a row.
That's because they used it for a day game and a night game.
They didn't think anybody was at both. Well,
Right.
I was. Get it together. Whoever's in charge. I don't know. Chris, are you in charge of that?
Ashley.
Ashley, get it together,
I'm just
Ashley.
guessing.
Ashley, you're probably not watching anyway, but if you are, and if it is you, get it together. Although we're just kidding. I'm sure you're out there doing a great job, Ashley. Boy Ashley or girl Ashley? There's 2.
I was thinking girl Ashley.
Okay, well, you know what? Both of y'all are doing a great job. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, and Ronald Acuna got called up to the Braves this week.
Ooh.
Got a hit his first game,
Coon. Actually, that probably I
and then
shouldn't
just
say it like that.
demolished a home run the next day on his second day.
Bang.
So, I mean, like upper deck in
I wish
Philly?
I saw that.
no in Cincinnati.
You look
Yeah,
at me.
'cause-
I am the
'cause
Braves fan.
they were playing Joey Votto. So yeah.
I probably should have saw that game. I'll be honest with you. I was not even working that night, but I had just downloaded WWE Network and I was watching.
Nobody cares.
I-
No, not one person.
That's just my excuse for why I didn't see that.
Comment
game.
on this if you care about wrestling.
Well,
Wrestling.
Lee does and Jeremy does and let's see who else.
Well, you're wrong. You smell what I'm cooking? You're wrong.
Oh, drop the mic and walk off. Walk off. There we go.
Anyway, I downloaded the network, and that's why I wasn't watching the game the other night. Bailey, I love you. You're not listening. Is that it? Y'all, you want to go ahead and hit the promotions? Because I have nothing else to talk
I have
about.
nothing else either.
We're not going to talk about Chase at all.
Well, then there you go.
I mean, I don't have.
It's not your turn yet.
That's not my taking away. I got something amazing for taking away.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll go ahead with what else you got.
I mean,
Well,
Chase
you
didn't
brought it up.
strike out on April 26th. He had 3 at-bats and no strikeouts.
we listened to the game.
Yay! I listened to that game.
Well, I mean, I was around
Adjacent.
a little bit. I came home from work, took a shower, you know. But we listened to most of the game. So yeah, hopefully he's trying, guys.
Who are they playing?
The Nationals, right?
I think so. Yeah.
One of these
Potomac,
cats make noise.
Potomac, Automatic. I don't
I think
know.
that's the Potomac. That's what it's,
Okay.
I think.
I mean, that's what I said the
I
first
think
time,
that's-
so I assumed that would be wrong.
Because I think that's a
We're
river.
gonna, the title of this is going to be "How do you say interference and then walk off?" There's the name of the
No,
this
he.
episode.
I thought it was just gonna be- I thought it was gonna be Quack, Quack.
Oh, okay.
Quack, quack.
Well, we talked about interference and walk offs, and then we don't know how to talk.
Quack,
so-
quack, and she can't say Spokane. I get it, though. It's confusing. There's an E on the end. So, oop, dog just barked. Dog just barked again. They must be some other dogs out there. Because that's the only time dogs bark at night, is when there's other dogs.
People?
Nah.
Yeah,
Who's out right now?
people. You're out. You're gonna have to go to your house and walk in your house, and you're gonna be out. And if a dog sees you,
You know what you're
probably
gonna do
be
on our
like,
porch?
bark. What?
You know what he's gonna do on the porch? Walk it off.
Hey! Oh! Alan, hit those promotions for the love of Jesus.
Well,
So
tomorrow.
we're going to go see Chase on May 19th. We didn't get to that piece.
Yeah, we're going to Salem, Virginia.
Is that a Saturday or
It's
Sunday?
a Sunday.
Oh, great. I don't even have to ask off for
Saturday.
work.
It's
Saturday.
a Saturday.
Because I'm going to work half a day.
I do got to ask off for work if I'm going.
I feel like the next day we're going to Kinston
Yep.
to see the duck.
Okay, well, I can't go to both. Sorry, Chase. I'm going to Kinston and I can't go to both.
Why you can't go to both? You're always off on Sunday. All you got to do is take Saturday off.
Yeah, but I don't know how the money's going to work out for that. So, yeah. When are we going to West Virginia?
Sunday.
Okay, so Kannapolis.
Sunday.
I'll be able to do both games then because I get paid on Wednesday. So Kannapolis is Tuesday and then.
We'll talk about that off air. We got it.
Okay, alright.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, don't talk about money on the air.
Yeah. We're all for it. Tomorrow.
Monday!
I don't think you go tomorrow.
No,
Yeah,
he
Monday.
Ethan stays home with mommy tomorrow.
Actually, I gotta work.
No.
He goes to school.
Assuming I still have a job when I get there.
Because you were sick Saturday, weren't you?
I was.
Bless your heart.
I was. I had to have a nice dose of baseball
I
to really
understand.
help me get better.
I have the
On
sniffles.
TV. Watching on a little screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, we're going to the Knights game tomorrow to watch them play the Gwinnett Stripers.
Not strippers.
Not strippers.
At Lucas and who else called them the strippers?
Who has it called them the strippers?
You're right.
Yeah, because I've.
Nick called them the strippers. Tailgate.
But yeah, I get to go see my favorite baseball player of all time besides Norman Ryan when I was a kid, David Justice.
David Justice.
I cannot wait. I'm super excited.
I wish I could make that one.
God, I cannot wait. But yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
But you know who we will get to see?
And you.
Batista.
I was gonna say you can't hate.
Come to the table and see what I'm doing that way because I can't say it and I'm not showing it on camera.
I was about to
I
say-
got a finger saying you're number one. How's that?
I was about to say you can't hate on the crime dog, but then I remember that's Fred McGriff, not him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey Bats can take his bat and do something with it. But yeah, anyway, back to the dads. On the schedule for this week, we play Kannapolis on the 1st. The game is at 6:35.
We're gonna be there.
Yep, and it's a baseball bingo.
Ooh.
Bingo.
Bingo! That was his name-o.
I like bingo. Oh, what are you looking at? Oh, this isn't gonna be on this paper I'm looking at.
That'll do.
On the 2nd at 6:35, there's no promos. On the 3rd at 6:35, it's Thirsty Thursday. $3 crafts and $2 drafts.
Crafts and drafts.
Yep. And then they take the long 4-hour trip up to West Virginia. On the 4th, the game is at 7:05 and it's Star Wars night. And it's
So it's gonna rain, is what you're saying.
pretty much. Well, no, I don't know because we're not there.
Well,
So,
Mm.
and it's a Friday, so of course they're gonna have fireworks.
Pow, pow, pow.
On the 5th, the game is at 6:05. It's Pirates and Princesses night.
Ooh.
Sorry, we're not going that night
What-
because I'm sure that you would be wanting to dress up as a princess and go.
Hey, the
Um,
last time we were there was Pirates and Princess Day.
yes,
Last
it
time we went to
was.
West Virginia.
yes,
yeah.
it was.
Yes,
And I wish I would have
people
gotten the
dressed
message
up.
because I would have worn my Elsa costume and it would have been amazing.
Let it go. The first 10,000 fans get a golden ball. That would be so cool. if they
Yeah,
did
go with the
golden
sombrero.
But oh well. On the 6th, the game that we are going to next Sunday, it starts at 2:05. It's a kids' Sunday fun day. You get to play catch on the field before the game and run the bases afterwards. And it's a Harry Potter day.
Ooh.
And after the game, they are showing the Sorcerer's Stone.
we're not
Ooh.
staying for that either.
No.
Okay, I've never, lambast me in the comments for this if you're one of those people, but I've never watched any of those movies or read any of those books. I've completely gone 20 years Harry Potter free. I don't know how I've done it, but yeah. I
We've
have.
never watched it either, but I feel like we bought all those DVDs.
We've watched maybe like the first 2 movies,
Maybe.
but
I feel like we bought all of them.
we did, and then we ended up losing one somehow. I don't know how that happened.
I watched the last ones because Hermione starts getting older, and I love them British girls.
So Sunday, I don't know what we're going to do with the podcast because we're going to have to leave early.
What time is Sunday's game?
It's at 2:05.
Jesus, and that's a 4-hour drive.
And a 4-hour drive. So I'm going to go ahead and
We can record at 8 and then, leave right after that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here at 8. I mean, I have to be.
It's going to be one of those days where you're going to be like 15 minutes
not-
late.
it's not gonna-
and Alan's
it's not-
going to
it's
be
gonna be okay.
mad
It's gonna be okay.
and grumpy the whole day.
And he's gonna take it out on Lucas.
And
the
it's going
entire
to be
time.
your fault.
And I gotta moderate between them. I gotta keep Lucas calm and you calm.
So we could do the podcast Monday, and then put it out Monday evening. So with that, Monday I have them. They're also in West Virginia. The game's at 7:05. It's a family buck night. $3 seats, $1 general, $3 box seats, $1 general admission, $1 hot dog and popcorns, and 12-ounce Pepsi products.
12-ounce Pepsi.
That sounds like some good deals.
There's no ABC $2 Monday?
No, not here.
Yeah, it really makes me sad.
But yeah, that's your upcoming Crawdad promotional schedule if you want to travel with the team. So,
Alright. Is it time?
I mean, we didn't talk about the tailgate, did we? Was there anything you wanted to talk about?
Well, the burgers and the brats were on point as always. Those were delicious.
well, Nick fell backwards in a chair.
In slow motion.
Super slow motion.
But he didn't
wasn't
fall
as
through a
exciting.
chair.
Yeah, it wasn't as exciting as Lee falling through the chair.
That's got to win the
Still.
award
And
for
we made-
best tailgate moment.
I don't want to say friends, but we had some people stop by. And they were trying to be smart Alex, and hey, are we too late for the... I said, nope, go ahead and grab you a burger. And I think I surprised them, and they grabbed them a burger and some brats, and
Oh, that's
we
that's
chilled with them. So
a good way of weaseling your way into a tailgate. Just come
Yeah.
up and be like, hey, we do, and then they're
Hey.
like, oh, go ahead and grab one. And then that's how I got into the pie cap tailgates at the LR football games. I just showed up and put my chair in one of their chairs, and I was like, you guys got room for one more? And they're like, sure.
I can't say anything because I don't want to be too offensive.
And now I
They're
know all the
probably
kids.
like, "Ooh, we can't turn the retarded kid away."
They probably thought, look, they didn't want to turn me away and have it turn into like a 13 Reasons Why kind of situation. So they didn't want to go home and make a video about all of
And
them.
then
and
you just have to tape to each one of them,
Then
really?
nobody's
They make
ever-
that much of an impact?
Nobody ever sees me again.
what in the world are y'all even talking about?
13 Reasons Why.
It's a show. Oh,
Oh, yeah, I think I've seen like a couple episodes.
by the way,
I'm sure you've
for
seen
every
that.
day for the last couple of months, every time I leave work, I open up the door and I look back at everybody and I say, hey, if y'all don't see me again, it's because I died, and then I leave. If I quit soon, then that'd be so funny because like I do that all the time, and then I just kind of not show up for a few weeks, and then some people might legitimately start wondering.
Aww.
Do you think they would wonder?
I don't know. This is going off the rails. Jennifer Day, would you like to take it away?
I certainly would.
Okay, you certainly would.
I sure would. I have a question. Something that was brought to my attention this week. I really want you to listen, Alan, and think about this.
Why me?
Because where do hamsters live outside of pet stores? Huh?
I've never seen a wild hamster. Have you?
How amazing of a question is that?
That's your
Are
big.
there wild hamsters?
Is that your big ending?
Where do they come from?
Where do they go? Where do they come
They
from?
used to
Cotton
be
Eye
wild,
Joe?
and somebody just tamed every single hamster. Explain hamsters to me. Because they're not like cats, because cats can be domestic and cats can be wild. Mice, domestic and wild.
I really want to say that's a stupid.
Hamsters? What? You ever seen a hamster in the wild? No. Chipmunks in the wild, squirrels in the wild. Hamsters are just pet store animals.
Okay.
Explain that.
All right. Well,
Where do they come
I'm
from?
trying. I really wanted to just be like, Jennifer, you idiot. That's the stupidest question I've ever heard. But then you explained yourself further, and I'm like, well, she's got some points. She really did her research on this, and I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. Well,
I didn't do any research yet because I wanted this to be fresh so we could all just discuss it. And I'm ready to hear your thoughts on hamsters and their backstory, where they come from.
And why magic markers called magic when they're not really?
okay,
Yeah.
don't try to change the subject. What's your answer on the hamster issue?
They're out there. You just can't see them, just like Bigfoot.
I don't know about that.
Okay, but you can't
The
go.
Bigfoot food.
You can't go get a Sasquatch in a pet store.
No.
Hamsters you get at pet stores.
But where
All
else
the
are
hamsters
they?
in the world, are they in pet stores or in somebody's home? Then how do they not go extinct?
And you ever get rid of a hamster? You just what?
Are there hamster breeders? I bet there are hamster breeders. Because otherwise they'd go extinct.
Are they made by scientists? Is it like a Jurassic Park thing?
You got nothing?
I have
That's
nothing.
right, you got nothing.
Okay, it's there's a I'll make up something. So in Atlanta, right behind the CDC, is the National Hamster Lab, where they produce all the hamsters. And there's a system of underground tunnels that deliver the hamsters to all the major pet stores in the U.S. And those underground bunkers is also what most of the Illuminati and all of our
The
politicians
lizard people.
and the lizard people who control the world, they're gonna go under there.
That's where
and
hamsters come from.
they're
lizard
gonna
people.
they're gonna breed with all the hamster people. So there's gonna be a breed of half lizards, half hamsters after the world ends, and they're finally gonna come up and take over the world.
They do drive those little cars around
They
in
do.
that commercial.
Mm-hmm.
The Kia.
Yeah.
Isn't it a Kia?
Yep. So there it is. Secret tunnels, Illuminati, lizard people, politicians. Trump is part hamster. And that is episode 12 of the Dirty Balls podcast. Please tune in, maybe next week. We don't know yet. Definitely 2 weeks from now. Next week we're going to be in West Virginia. We might have a podcast. We might not. So for now, we bid you adieu. So y'all
Walking
have a
it
good
off.
night. See ya.
Quack, quack.